Hello everyone, I'm Greg Luke, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 344 of Factorio with the CPAP mod, where we should now be done with insulated wire production, and we're just gonna leave this for quite a while because we need to do a lot of other stuff before we can actually use it for yellow science. But first we are going to focus on cobalt steel, I believe, since we need it for other things for the yellow science. So yeah, let's work on this stuff. We're gonna need two things that makes two different types of ingots. A lot more iron ingots than steel ingots, but steel ingots is just more. Oh wait, no, we're turning iron ingots into steel ingots, sorry, my bad. We need cobalt ingots and steel ingots. Twice as many steel ingots as cobalt ingots. Okay. So if we take this and put it in its own thing, and start thinking about how to scale this correctly. What do we want to do? We have limestone at this outpost already, so we could do this. I just want to see what this entails. Manganese stuff, I don't want that. Could do iron pellets from processed iron from iron ore. Now I keep forgetting what a standard setup with one row of these produces resource-wise. Is it 60 resource per second? I think it might be. And 120 for a dual setup with chunks and stuff. Whoops. So we could scale this up to 30 per second. That means we would need 15 of these per second. So let's have a look at that, I guess, by itself, to not be confused about it. So a full setup for crystals. Oh, we need 3 different crystals. God dang it. That's always the case, I guess. We're not gonna do a full setup for each. We're just gonna do 3 half setups, I guess. At least I think so. And then if we ever need to scale it, we can use the last half of a setup. So that means we will get 60 of each of these per second, is that right? Because this is all 1-to-1 all the way through from ore. I'm just gonna double and triple check my numbers once more. So one of these setups has 60 electrolyzers. It would be nice if it was just 1 ore for each electrolyzer. So 60 electrolyzers to 60 ore per second. But we'll see. So if I want to make Givolite, rust Givolite in this case, 60 per second. From this with beacons involved, I need 64. Then why do we only have 60 in this build? Is it outdated? I don't think so. No. Is it because we have planned everything for some of those? I guess so. Okay, but this still means that we expect to get 30, oh 60, sorry, per second out of this per second. From one row. 120 from a full chunking setup. I'm gonna try to remember that. Each electrolyzer will output 1 ore per second. Could also try and keep this here, and I will for now, but we'll see. So we end up with 30 of each of these per second. That gives us a lot of this stuff. Why am I saying 30? We get 60 of each per second, unless we make a new build. And I don't want to do that. Get 270 cobalt from 1/2 crystallizing setup for each of these. That's a lot more than we need, but I think we're still going to set it up for that. Just because this part at least is easier to manage like that. We do need to design all of this, but we could... yeah, I don't know. We will just design it, I think. So for 270 of those, we will need twice as much steel. So that's what, 560 or something? No, 540? I think. It requires a lot of ore. It's not like we need to make all of this to begin with, just because we make a lot of this. Could just have a couple of these setups and do a nice setup for everything here, or just the steel ingots. I don't understand why this is not the default. Is it because that now isn't? Maybe that's why. So if we made another thing now, no, doesn't work. Default, dang it. Always. I guess default doesn't mean what I think default means, but oh well. So. I don't want to make all of this. Sorry, I just had some noise outside. I had to close the window. So, what do we do here? This isn't supposed to be difficult. Do we have a build that already makes the ingots? No, we have a fully integrated thing that makes steel. Could still just take this But it's not meant for beacons, so I don't want that. We don't need to be this big. I guess we will design something in here as always. Start with steel, see how much I want to do. Could we cut this in half? We could. Do I want to? No. We are just gonna build like 2 rows of these, so 240 ore per second. And then call that enough to begin with. It should be fine to scale later anyway. Where are we going to build it? I really need me some better water positioning for all of this. I just want one long row of water. We just keep building here. Do we not have a normal 1 row thing? Oh, I build without chunking? I guess not. Guess we are just taking... Maybe we should just take the whole thing. And then cut it off down here. Thing is, we don't need some of these things. We don't just have an old thing, no. We do have something we could copy from here, but we don't have all of our changes included in this. Also, this is stupid. We produce less steel because of that. But let's ignore that. I am gonna take this and clean it up. I need 1 more row of that. I'm actually gonna remove this and that and color up some water here. I had to get rid of this guy, because then I would like our non-chunking thing to be right up against him over here as a default build. This should not be needed. This is needed, this is not. Good. This is input, that's fine. I think this is all good. So this is a standard build for standard resources, like iron. From out here, is that right? Yes. I will leave this here and then I'll just copy it to work on it over here still, because this will be removed later. And then we will design this here under our production. Pin this. No, don't go there. Go here. Because I'm still gonna copy settings for these machines here. At least I thought I was. Is there any reason to? Not really. I'll just take this, I guess. Apparently we had that all different, so that's not. So we need Javolite and Saphirite here. If we do 60 of each, then we need to crush those separately but put them into the same ore sorting facility. 60 is what we get on purple belts, right? Yes. So we can do one belt for each of these. How did I not get everything here? I just want that there, to be honest. Just change that here as well. Actually, it doesn't make a difference when we have this here. I think I just want this out there. It's the easiest way to crush and combine all of this. Also, why is this still not the default? That is correct, okay. I'm just thinking we do 1 to 1 to 1. Unless that's stupid. It would be nice to have one of these as well to each of those. We don't have higher tiers of those. I don't want to do 48 of everything if I can help it. Oh wait, we had... okay. Let's scale this down first of all to 120, I think. No, 60. Yes, 60. This is a lot more manageable. We can just do 6 to 6 to 6 to 6 to 6 to 6 to 6, possibly if we want to directly insert it all the way. I don't think we do, but still. We have a bunch of space here. Could try and keep it simple and keep each resource on each side of one row of these. But then where would we output this? That doesn't sound great. So instead we keep both resources on one side and output to the middle, as always. Then it's also a bit more standardized. Something like that. Then we need 2 crushers out here. Crushers. Yeah. Where can we work out to? Yeah. Try going under with this. Or should we just keep it on the outside? I think we're doing that. Just leaving our resources out here. Separate antibolite, iron ore, processed iron ore, iron pellets. So far we have plenty of space. Of course, this still needs to be affected by enough beacons, so we need to move this at least one tile in. Because then we should have 3 tiles available here for beacons. Yes. Do we put this on a belt? We'll have 80 per second. Try to directly insert it. This does fit, but it's not great, because how are we going to fit in beacons here? So need that into another machine. We need several other things into this. We need oxygen into this. Do we have 600 oxygen available from this? We should have that. What if we instead of this did something like maybe? So that inputs to there, that transfers to there. This will keep going. So this outputs ingots onto here maybe, or something. 60 ingots, so that's just one belt on each side. Is that a bad idea? I don't think it is, except for everything else we need into these. Maybe it will become a bad idea. Iron. Need space to transfer this. We could maybe do that like this. We'll see. We also need input here. Should be everything in for that. We need to transfer. And we need more input for this. Steel ingot. And we somehow need oxygen in. Oxygen could come from up here maybe, or down below, or wherever we want it. But this doesn't make it easy to output to here. This could go out here instead. That shouldn't make much of a difference. That just makes it easier to balance this build. Unless, of course, we want to put this in chests. Because we need to combine it with our cobalt. Stuff. So do we want to put the 60 into a chest? Because the cobalt will be made next to this somewhere. And will be all the way down there, but we could just add something to the end of these that just mixes the belts. I'm not too sure how happy I would be about that, but we can try at least. Okay. So this requires us to have unbottling of words here. It would really be awesome if this could be further in. Or if the output could just be out here instead. That's also a possibility. Then we don't have to worry about that part. That isn't the most beautiful thing ever, but I can live with it. So and output out here somehow. Something like that. That is not allowed for our beacons though. Our beacons are supposed to be there and there. Something like that. Then how to power it? I guess it will be powered from the next thing. Yep. These won't though. Could power that out here. Is this bad in any way that I see? And it's pretty dense. And we need one more here. And then we need to mirror it. line up our beacons if we want this to be as far away as possible, at least from each other. If we put them closer together, then we could have one row of beacons affecting both sides, and we won't have to worry about these beacons being out of bounds. Thing is, having a uneven amount of tiles, so a 3-tile building in the middle here is not the prettiest. So because of that, I feel like I would rather waste some beacons. That just feels stupid. So I want either 1 tile extra or 1 tile less in the middle here. But then these don't fit in. I think we're just gonna go with this, and then when we need to beacon everything up, it will be with wasted beacons in here, I guess. Potentially, no, this won't reach both sides. Oh well. I think I can still live with that. Also, I think I just want one more row of these. Being one of these. Are these not mirrored? Oh no, I hate it. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, because of that. Okay. I'm not gonna fix that then. Except for here. Okay. Everything is powered. Good. We need to get oxygen in here. Oxygen. Empty bottle. Maybe we need to move that. Let's see here. So one of these... Actually, it would be simplest if we just changed this to Tivolite and that to Tivolite. And then did Tivolite from the outside. And Sephirite. No, wait, what? Tivolite from the inside and Sephirite from the outside. Yes. So this Sephirite goes to the outside and goes in there. Yes. And then we can do the same thing on the other side. Mirror it. This should be probably pasteable. Oh. Good. I think that is everything. These are balanced correctly, right? Looks like it. Good. I think that is our steel ingot production. And steel ingots comes out here. Don't know where I want to put that really. Did we actually get all of our requests in for these chests? Each 1 to 1, yes, let's just go for 100 of each. Then it should be okay when we beacon it up as well. Do you not need fuel? Yes, you do. You just don't know it. Which means this should also get some extra of this. Of fuel. That should be it. Good. We do something a little bit better here. But maybe go all the way up here. Quest chest in the way, where? Oh. Okay, let's go there. So that comes in from up there somehow. This needs to come from here. Something like that. Good. And this build will have to continue down. Because under a setup like this, we still have to make the sorting and ingoting of the cobalt. So this part. This is so ugly with the black stuff there. Is it maybe better if we do this? Does it look less like a void? A little bit. Still not pretty though. It feels like I'm missing something there. Why is that? It is out of map, so it can't build on it. Is that right? Stop it. Yeah, we can't build on it. Great. Let's make sure we don't have too much of that lying around. I think that's good enough. Out of the map where? Did I miss something? Oh, up here. We should probably use our blueprint for this because that has the water included in it. Or does it? Why does that not put down water? I don't know. Isn't it supposed to? Maybe it just doesn't work in here. If I take a blueprint of this, say with the tiles, and force place it does place down the water. Is the water not included here? It's not what I wanted. Thought I had done this correctly several times. Also, there's once again beacons in here. Oh well. I'm not gonna complain right now about it. Not anymore than I already have, at least. So one of these will make Evolite, Protinium, and Harmonium. So this needs to be Gevolite, and then we will have... I really need this to involve the water. Let's make a new blueprint, I guess. Once again. Tiles. Lasting charges involved. And this was crystals. Oh, pipe in the way. Where have I replaced a stone pipe with a titanium pipe? I don't know, man. That wasn't what I wanted. That goes there, that's junking. I have a difference in these two builds with a stone pipe in one and a titanium pipe in the other. Probably. I needed a blueprint. with tiles. Oh. This is the old one, right? There's no blasting charges here. Yes. This has blasting charges. Good. Couldn't involve the sides here, but yeah, what can you do? But now we can take this, hopefully. It will probably say something with a pipe. Or we've done some other stuff with these belts. Well, storage tank in the way. What is the difference between these builds? It's so difficult to see what we're doing. Is it something up here? Is it something down here? Yes. It must be something right in this area then. No. So it was something up here. Yeah, what am I doing? This. Apparently so. Is it because of the transfer here or something? This isn't right at least. But it is not right over here either. Where's the storage tank that's in the way? Not here. Is it at the bottom here? Is there something here that is not correct? So I put these storage tanks in many places here in the crystal thing, but not over here, apparently. So if I do this, and copy this, is everything supposed to go? Is it here? Okay. From the beginning row, including the beginning row and the ending row. Good. So pipe in the way. Delete. Hopefully we don't have something here that we don't have on this side. Why have we not connected all of these if we wanted to use them? Shouldn't we do that from now on? Or is that stupid? Because this looks at one tank at less than 6 or more than 60% full. I don't think we should connect those. Should we even have them then? I am honestly not sure. But from here, should be good, I think. Yes. And now this. This was the newest setup because we took it from somewhere else. Will our chunking and crystal setups be compatible? It's not. So this is crystals. We don't have a lot of storage tanks here, but we do in the chunking. So we're just gonna align all of this. We already did this part. Is this right? I deleted too much before. So I had this here. That should be good. Now delete this here. And copy this from here. And now this chunking setup that was apparently the most advanced, or the thing that I've been done the most to. Should be compatible with this. Overflow valve where? Also overflow valve. Okay. Let's check some smaller parts. These should really be identical. That's why I'm being a bit pedantic about this. So not there. I'm missing something again. Aren't I? How do we have... Am I just being blind? 4 of... I can't count. 4 there. 4 here. And 4 there. No, I'm just bad at counting. Okay. There's 4 in there. Good. Does that go here? Yes. And here? Yes. Apparently we've done something down here. Tried to disconnect the setups, but they're then connected up here again. So I think just reintroduce that old thing, the old way of doing it. And now I believe we are fully aligned, hopefully. Something I shouldn't have here. I want to align these as well then. But first I'm gonna take new blueprints. Starting from the top. And not getting too much water in the blueprint. So that should be okay. You go there. Chunking. You go there. And crystals. With tiles. Did I do that for chunking? For some reason, I don't think I did. There's no blasting charges, dang it. Let's get this out of the way first. Try this one more time, unless we can... No, let's just do it from the start again. Chunking. Including tiles, good. Go in there, please. Thank you. Now, this will not be compatible with this anymore, I would guess. Both because of this change and because of these. And because of pipes up here. That's transport belt, that's okay. I want to see though if it works. Meaning that that will have to go, that will have to go, that will have to go, and that will have to go, I think. Oh, and it is good. Should have changed that in the blueprint, but whatever. Okay, I think that's that done. Then the chunking over here. No crystals. Okay. And we have water included, that's good. So we need half of this to produce duolite, the other half to produce cretinium. At least another half setup. Cannot build here. Why not? Please tell me why not. Don't lack any map, as in having any out of map, right? No. Oh, because we need to force place it first for the offshore pumps to not be annoyed, and then normal place it. No? Why does it not want to force place? Force place. I'm confused. One tile in between them. Why will it not force place? Why is there a big yellow splash in the middle of our crystallizers? No, not crystallizers. Leaching plants. What is that? Why is it yellow in the middle here? Oh, is it the beacons? It's the beacons, okay. But that's not why I don't want to place here. Why doesn't want to go down? I'm just stupid and use the wrong shortcuts, hotkeys. It's shift click to force place a blueprint, not control click. My bad. Okay. So Chivolite, Crotinium, Bobmonium, nothing to begin with, but I think we'll still just place it down. At least that is the thought. That all needs to be crushed. No, it all gets into crystals already. We need to sort it all. Sort it, process it, chemical burn it, burn it. Okay. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.